Today we're out here at UMBC. We're at the loading dock area. We're going to demonstrate the air curtains. There's two air curtains. Basically when the door opens, it'll actuate and then the unit will kick on, the fan will kick on. You have an aquastat here and one down there. Sets the temperature. I believe we have them set at 65 degrees. That'll actuate the valve, which is directly above. So in the summertime, no matter what, the fan will kick on and blow air. But if the temperature is higher than 65, it's not going to actuate the heating valve to bring on the heating portion. These are your filters. I would recommend every 3 months washing them out. I don't know how often the door will get open in here. Obviously, the more use of the door, the more likely they'll get dirtier. The door, as soon as it hits its peak position, it'll open. Inside here in the control box is a switch. Once this rotates, it hits this switch and brings on the fan. If you rotate the white dial to the far end and you rotate it outwards towards the wall, that'll rotate it so it's a closer position. So when the door rises, it'll open quicker. Right now, it's at a position to the door's almost fully open before it actually actuate the fan. The door switches are located at each door. You just turn it, door comes up. You'll see once it hits its peak position, it'll go ahead and actuate. It'll bring on your fan. If the temperature's greater than 65, it won't bring on the heat. If it's less than 65, it'll bring on the heat. Located underneath right here in the silver panel, if you were to take the screws out all along, you have 3 motors, 6 squirrel cages. So once you pop that down, you'll get to the motors. They're direct drive motors. There's encased bearings. You don't have to worry about greasing. Really, the only maintenance on this is just the filters. The other maintenance, if you weren't getting heat on it and it was cold, check the strainers. For the most part, you have building strainers on your main pumps. If they don't catch it, or if the maintenance isn't kept up on the chemically treating part of the building, you'll tend to get that strainer to be gunked up. Say a fan was to go and you needed to operate and work on the actual unit, and you wanted to get to the control panel is located on the side of the unit. It only has terminal box and a contact in it. Other than that, you have a disconnect switch, which one's located here off to the side, and the second one over there, which these will be labeled by the electrician. We can go through the valves. The valves on this unit, if you wanted to drain down, if there was a leak on a coil, or the header part, if you had to fix it, you have your drain down points right here. Up top, you'll have your strainers, which are located above the door with the valves that Siemens has wired up. It's their control valve. For the most part, if you need it to shut down, to drain down, your valves are also located up there. All you have to do is shut them off, drain it down, and you could go ahead and either replace a coil, or if there was some other issue with it, the valve was to go bad, obviously you would shut it off and you could replace it. As far as environmental impact, there's really not much. I mean, you're talking about a couple motors that will pull some amps. It's not a ton. As far as heat loss, heat gain, the purpose is to create an air curtain so that the cold air in the wintertime does not come in, or so we don't lose that heat out the door.